Welcome to Sri Digambar Institute of Technology, Dausa. I am Sadanand Parashar from Civil Engineering Department. Subject Design of Concrete Structure. Lecture number 15 and topic name Flange Beam for Flexure Part 2. In previous video we discussed part 1. So based on the above discussion, the 4 cases of flange beam are as follow. In the previous video we discussed about the T-beam and maximum strain compression side 0.0035 and maximum strain tension side 0.87 Fy divided by Es plus 0.002, and in the T-beam here dF equal to depth of flange, bf equal to width of flange, and bw equal to width of wave. And in stress diagram, maximum stress at compression side 0.446 FCK and tension side 0.87 Fy. Here in the case 1 XU is small than DF. In case 1 XU is small than DF, means depth of neutral axis is small, depth of flange. If XU is small from depth of flange, then T-beam behave as rectangular beam as we previous discussed. So strain diagram and stress diagram, these are like rectangular beam. Second case, when XU maximum from depth of flange. So depth of flange means depth of flange is small than XU. So neutral axis varies in wave. So here maximum strain 0.0035 compression side and maximum stress 0.87 Fy upon Es plus 0.002 tension side, and stress diagram 0.4 FCK compression side and 0.87 Fy tension side. So in this beam we divide the width of flange in this diagram. So here this portion and this portion, here we width of wave deducted from this. So width of flange is now width of flange minus BW divided by 2. And so this is completely rectangular beam. And now we solve. So here this is the strain diagram and this is the stress diagram. In third case, neutral axis is in the wave and the section is balanced. It has two situations. In second case, when depth of flange divided by effective depth does not exceed 0.2, the constant stress block is for the entire depth of flange, and when depth of flange divided by effective depth greater than 0.2, the constant stress block is for a part of the depth of flange. And in third case, neutral axis is in the wave and the section is under reinforced. XU maximum for XU greater than from depth of flange, and XU max greater than from XU. This has two situations. First, when depth of flange upon depth of neutral axis does not exceed 0.43, the full depth of flange is having the constant stress. And second case, depth of flange upon XU greater than 0.43. The constant stress is for a part of the depth of flange. Fourth case, neutral axis is in the wave and the section is over reinforced. Here XU greater than XU max and XU max greater than from depth of flange. The value of XU is then taken as XU max when XU greater than XU max. Therefore, this case also will have two situations depending on depth of flange divided by effective depth. Not exceed 0.2 or greater than 0.2. The governing equation of the four different cases are now taken up. The following equations are only for the singly reinforced T-beam. Additional terms involving MU limit, MU2, area of steel compression side and area of steel tension side are to be included from equation depending on the particular case. Applications of these terms are explained through the solution of numerical problems of doubly reinforced T-beam. Case first, when the neutral axis is in the flange, XU is less than depth of flange. Concrete below the neutral axis is in tension and is ignored. The steel reinforcement takes the tensile force. Therefore, T and L beam are considered as rectangular beam of width of flange and effective depth small d. All the equations of singly and doubly reinforced rectangular beams derived respectively are also applicable here. Case second, when the neutral axis is in the wave and the section is balanced, XU max greater than depth of flange. When depth of flange divided by small d does not exceed 0.2, as explained in section, the depth of the rectangular portion of the stress block, which is 0.446 FCK, in this case is greater than depth of flange. The section is split in two parts. First, rectangular wave of width BW and effective depth, and second portion, flange of width BF minus BW and depth DF. Total compressive force equal to compressive force of rectangular beam of width BW and depth small d. The compressive force of rectangular flange of width BF minus BW and depth DF. Thus, total compressive force is C equal to 0.3 FCK BW XU max plus 0.45 FCK BF minus BW into DF. Assuming the constant stress of concrete in the flange as 0.45 FCK in place of 0.446 FCK as per Indian Standard Code 456/2000, and the tensile force T equal to 0.87 Fy AST. The lever arm of the rectangular beam is D minus 0.42 XU, and the same for the flanged part is D minus 0.5 DF, depth of flange. So the total moment here, moment due to rectangular wave part plus moment due to rectangular flange part. So here mu equal to 0.36 FCK BW into XU max bracket D minus 0.42 XU max plus 0.45 FCK bracket BF minus BW into DF bracket D minus DF by 2 bracket close. Here we can also written as mu equal to 0.36 XU max upon D bracket 1 minus 0.42 XU max upon D bracket close FCK into BW into D square plus 45 FCK bracket BF minus BW bracket close into DF bracket D minus DF by 2 bracket close. These equations is given in Indian Standard Code 456 2000. Now we discuss second portion, when df by small d greater than 0.2. In this case, the depth of rectangular portion of stress block is within the flange. It is assumed that this depth of constant stress, which is 0.45 FCK, is YF, where YF equal to 0.15 XU max plus 0.65 df, but not greater than depth of flange. The above expression of YF is derived in Indian Standard Code 456 2000. As in the previous case, second and part 1, when df divided by small d does not exceed 0.2, equation of compression side, tension side and ultimate moment are obtained from equations by changing df to yf. Thus we have C equal to compression side equal to 0.36 FCK into BW into XU max plus 0.45 FCK bracket BF minus BW bracket close YF, and tension side 0.87 Fy AST. The lever arm of the rectangular beam for wave part is D minus 0.42 XU max, and the same for flange part is D minus 0.5 Fy. Accordingly, the expression of ultimate moment mu is as follow: mu equal to 0.36 XU max upon D 1 minus 0.42 XU max upon D into FCK into BW into D square plus 0.45 FCK bracket BF minus BW bracket close into YF into D minus YF by 2. Case third, when the neutral axis is in the wave and the section is under reinforced, XU greater than DF. Part 1, when DF by XU does not exceed 0.43. Since depth of flange does not exceed 0.43 XU and H, which is depth of fiber where the strain is 0.002, is at a depth of 0.43 XU, the entire flange will be under a constant stress of 0.45 FCK. The equations of compression side, tension side and ultimate moment can be written in the same manner, and case second part 1. The final forms of the equations are obtained from by replacing xu max by xu. Thus we have compression side C equal to 0.36 into FCK into BW into XU plus 0.45 FCK bracket BF minus BW into DF. Tension side equal to 0.87 Fy AST and ultimate moment 0.36 into XU upon D 1 minus 0.42 XU upon D into FCK into BW into D square plus 0.45 FCK BF minus BW into DF into D minus DF by 2. In part 2, when DF upon XU greater than 0.43, since DF greater than 0.43 XU and H, which is depth of fiber where the strain is 0.002, is at a depth of 0.43 XU. The part of the flange having the constant stress of 0.45 FCK is assumed as YF. The expression of YF, compression side, tension side and ultimate moment can be written from equations case second part 2 by replacing XU max by XU. Thus we have YF equal to 0.15 XU plus 0.65 DF but not greater than DF. Compression side C equal to 0.36 FCK BW into XU plus 0.45 FCK bracket BF minus BW into YF. Tension side equal to T equal to 0.87 Fy AST. Hence here ultimate moment equal to 0.36 XU upon D 1 minus 0.42 into XU upon D into FCK into BW into D square plus 0.45 FCK BW minus BF minus BW into YF into D minus YF by 2. Case 4. When the neutral axis is in the wave and the section is over reinforced. In this case, XU greater than DF. For the over reinforced beam, the depth of neutral axis XU is more than XU max as in rectangular beams. However, XU is restricted up to XU max. Therefore, the corresponding expression of compression side, tension side and ultimate moment for the two situations. First, when the depth DF divided by small d does not exceed 0.2, and second, when DF by small d greater than 0.2 are written from equations respectively. The expression of YF for part second is the same as that of equation. First, when DF by D small d does not exceed 0.2, the equations are C equal to compression side C equal to 0.36 FCK BW XU max plus 0.45 FCK BF minus BW into DF. Tension side T equal to 0.87 Fy AST and ultimate moment 0.36 XU max upon D 1 minus 0.42 XU max upon D into FCK into BW into D square plus 0.45 FCK BF minus BW into DF into D small d minus DF by 2. In second part, when DF by small d greater than 0.2, here YF equal to 0.15 XU max plus 0.65 dF, but not greater than depth of flange. Here compression side, C equal to 0.36 FCK into BW into XU max plus 0.45 FCK BF minus BW into YF, and tension side T equal to 0.87 Fy AST, and now ultimate moment Mu equal to 0.36 XU max upon D 1 minus 0.42 XU max upon D into FCK into BW into D square plus 0.45 FCK BF minus BW into YF into D minus YF by 2. Derived derivation of the equation to determine YF. So here we can solve YF, which is here, this is the stress block diagram, which is compression side maximum 0.45 FCK and depth of neutral axis XU, which is rectangular from compression side 0.43 XU and parabolic 0.57 XU. This is the stress block has been considered to derived equation. Show the two stress blocks of Indian standard code. YF equal to depth of constant portion of the stress block when dF by small d greater than 0.2, as YF is the function of XU and depth of flange, and let us assume YF equal to A into XU plus B into dF, where A and B are to be determined from the following two conditions. First, YF equal to 0.3 XU when dF equal to 0.43 XU, and second, YF equal to 0.8 XU when dF equal to XU. Using the conditions of equation, we get A equal to 0.15 and B equal to 0.65. Thus, we have YF equal to 0.15 XU plus 0.65 dF. Thank you.